as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. Their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in the loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go! 3-39!
He'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here we go now. 3-19!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 3rd down, that's Carson. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
It's often hard to convince coaches and organizations to turn over the running of their defense to a youngster. But Blake Martinez out of Stanford, he did that with Green Bay. Had the smarts, excellent tackler, and was able to run Green Bay's defense as a rookie in 2016.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. it's Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Prescott on first down. That's Samuel caught left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Prescott down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
1 quarter in the books, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They'll drop the throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here's Carson. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just to check down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kenneth Dixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that would tempt you.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one goes for 24 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something the broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's gotta be
you
good.
Tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you can do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his... Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that.
Oh, this is blocked. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hansen. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down now after the pass completion. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hansen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you on over to Orlando where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Cowboys are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Packers just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Cowboys opening up on offense. The run will go outside to the left here, and he'll go for a score as they take a 7-0 lead. 2nd and 2 coming up. Prescott's able to find his mark deep downfield, and that goes as a 55-yard touchdown. The lead now at 14. Offense on the field now after the INT. Pass will be completed to the sidelines. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Packers down by 7. Cowboys now late in the second quarter. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Still late stages of the second. Under duress, and the pass is picked off.
And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They run it with Carson, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And tough starting field position here. Now a handoff working right. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On second down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play action now. Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Now Brown. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And now the Packers get set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To throw left side complete. That's Hansen. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 44 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
This is Carson, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Now he's forced out right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to sweep with Allier. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Off the play fake, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hansen. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Green 39! Green 39!
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter of MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll drop the throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 30 yards there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Here we go.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Well, Prescott here to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.